It's hard. For the humankind, swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Is my mind? There we go. Yeah. First time in our space, patience as we find our way here and get everything set up. Thank you. So good to be back with you. Excuse me. Give ourselves some love. My name is Mark, and I am honored to be the spiritual leader here for Unity Spiritual Community on the Lakeshore. This is the first time in our new location, and I'm just very grateful for all the hearts and the hands that have been working to make all of this happen. Again, it'll take a little bit of time for us to adjust to our new role, but it's going to be fantastic. Let's begin with prayer, shall we? I invite you to close your eyes and take that deep breath. Exhaling out all that has come before this moment. Placing into the hands of God the future, let it go. In this now moment, this holy instant, this is where the prayer is activated. This is where the connection to the light and the love that you are is made. And this light and love is shared. We are that. And from my place of oneness, I speak a blessing over this wonderful building, grateful that it is welcoming us, grateful for this divine appointment, knowing that it is unfolding perfectly, grateful for that which Unity Spiritual Community is evolving into. It's a new day, it's a new beginning, and our path is blessed. It is blessed because we are the path, our hearts, our minds, our openness. That is what this community is. Blessings on our music team, blessings on all the hearts and hands that have made this happen. Blessings on you, open-minded, open-hearted, to receive the miracles that are here for you today. Grateful. We are blessed, and so it is. Amen. And Gina is our host, yes?
A second, Gina. Okay.
Another song?
Not yet.
Okay. Are we good? Awesome. Thank you. Wow. So great to be here this morning. It's not just a new building, but it's a new pathway, and it's just exciting to share it with all of you. So thanks for being here today. My name is Gina, and I'm delighted to be here. Hello to all of our online streamers as well. Thanks to Brian and the wonderful team he's put together for our music this morning. Unity on the Lakeshore is a non-denominational spiritual community anchored in loving acceptance. If you're here with us for the first time, please know that whoever you are or wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome here. At this time, we acknowledge the lighting of the Christ candle. We are unable, obviously, to do that in this building as we normally do because of safety code. So that is already lit to acknowledge. You can read along with me. The statement is on the screen above. We light the Christ candle, remembering the Christ in us. Please join me in speaking our mission statement, also on the slide above. We embrace all people and honor all paths to God. We create a sacred space to raise the awareness and consciousness of the one Spirit in us all. We anchor ourselves in affirmative prayer, forgiveness, generous sharing, loving community in service to our spiritual awakening. And now our affirmation of faith. There is only one presence and power as me, and as the universe, God the good, omnipotent. And now please join us in our next song.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be united. Who we could be. We are love. We are one. One big family. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, one more time. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, everyone you meet. Everybody, get on your feet. See the light, everybody you meet. Just remind you of who we come to be. We are one, we are one. We are one big family. Hey, 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 hey. Let us make with joyful sound. He will stand on holy ground. Let us make with joyful sound. He will stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, and everybody you meet. Let us remind you of who we come to be. We are love, we are one. We are one big family. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey,
Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Gina.
Alrighty. Today's reading is from The Way of Mastery, Book 1, The Way of the Heart, Lesson 4, entitled The Thread of Desire. Would you exist if God had feared the desire to create and extend love by forming you, at the same time giving you infinite freedom of choice? Without desire, look around. Not only would you see nothing, there would be nothing to do the seeing. Everything is the effect of desire. Come then to see that desire is not evil. It is not to be feared. It is to be mastered. Mastery is not control. For control, the need to control, is an effect of the energy of fear and not love. Mastery of desire comes when you recognize that you are safe to feel whatever wave of desire might come up through your consciousness, because you decide whether or not you will act on it, whether you will bring it into the field of manifestation. Come then to feel that desire is something welling up from the depth beyond yourself that can be looked at with perfect innocence and with the wonder of a child. And that very act of turning to allow and welcome desire is not something that will sidetrack you from the path of awakening, but will indeed take you vertically, if you will, into the heart of God. For if you are to ever create as God creates, you will need to heal your conflicted perception about desire. You will need to transcend that energy of fear. And now, Reverend Mark will lead us in meditation.
Thank you, Gina. Make sure could you help me with that chair?
Pardon?
That chair, yeah. So we say this together as we move into meditation. There is a silence into which the world cannot intrude. There is an ancient peace I carry in my heart and have not lost. There is a sense of holiness in me the thought of fear has never touched. I go there now. And so now we move into some time of meditation, just about 3 to 5 minutes to breathe in and commune and become more centered here now. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. I invite you to open your hands in your lap. If that's comfortable, represents receptivity. Lift your chin up just slightly, opening up that heart. And deepen that breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Follow the inhale all the way down. Notice when it turns and becomes an exhale, and follow that. Just keep your attention on the deepening of your breath and feel the calm that comes with it. If the mind is chattering, say to the mind, peace, be still. If there's any emotional upset that got triggered today, say to the emotional body, peace, be still. Now I invite you to imagine with me, in the center of your chest is a ball of golden light. Imagine breathing into that light, and as you do, it comes alive, it grows bigger. This ball of light represents the energy of forgiveness. It is said you cannot come to the altar while bearing any upset or grievance against another. And so as best we can, we take this moment to ask that forgiveness be done. Within your heart, say, I ask that forgiveness set me free. I ask that forgiveness release me from all my judgments, all the ways that I pick on myself, the things I've done that I hold against myself, the things I said or didn't say. I ask that forgiveness wash it all away so that I can be here, fully present. Breathe this in. And having received the blessing of forgiveness, I invite you now to imagine that this golden light streams out of your heart, out into your world, blessing everyone, every relationship. I ask that forgiveness set me and everyone free. I ask that forgiveness set me and everyone free. And imagine all those tangled cords of upset that exist in the energy field between you and others. Imagine them just dissolving. And in this moment, if you choose, you can see everyone as the spark of God, the light of God. Deep within, that is what we all are. And that is what forgiveness helps you remember. Take a deep breath. Allow a gentle smile to come to your face. Thank you for doing that. Take your time opening your eyes. Come back whenever you're ready as we allow and enjoy another song.
will keep on repeating. Never fall in love. Everybody keeps on retreating. Can't seem to get enough. My love open the door. My love open the door. My love open the door to my heart. Open the door. Let my love open the door. My love open the door. Let my love open the door. Everything's all over. Everything seems unkind. You look fully over. Take all your worries behind. My love open the door. My love open the door. My love open the door to your heart. Open the door. My love open the door. I want to have the key to your heart. When it stops falling apart, try to find a way. Come back here another day. My love open the door. It's all I'm looking for. Release yourself from misery. The only one thing to set you free. Let my love open the door. 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 Tragedy that fails you. Let them drag you down. Love can cure your problems. You're lucky I'm around. My love open the door. My love open the door. My love open the door. To your heart, love open the door. My love open the door. Everybody. My love open the door. 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 Hey, will my love open the door? My love open the door. My love open the door. My love open the door to your heart.
Thank you, guys. Is it going to work if I'm here? Like, all right, it feels a little closer. Then we'll figure out this whole little contraption here. So I'm really excited about the series that we're going to be in this whole year. And it's from this book called The Way of Mastery. And inside of this book, there are actually 3 books: The Way of the Heart, The Way of Transformation, and The Way of Knowing. And it is said, and I feel this is very true, that this is channeled from Jesus. He's called Jeshua in this book, and it's the very progressive, very progressive Jesus. And the message is very in alignment with the Course in Miracles. If anyone's been reading it with me and with us, you know it's much easier to digest. It's much easier to take in, and it's really a sweet book. So I really encourage you to consider grabbing one. We've got a couple back here for sale. They're gone? Okay. Well, you can get them on Amazon. And we'll have a few more next week to support people. But I absolutely love it. We're also doing a Saturday morning reading up together from 10 to 11:30, 11:15, something like that. We come together on Zoom and we read the chapter that we'll be talking about the following day. And that's really lovely too. So please consider joining that. We've got a lot of great ways to dive into this. Last week, we took a deep dive into the power of forgiveness, which, as if you know me at all, it is a non-negotiable practice. The spiritual path gets narrower and narrower because the more you say yes to the love that you are, the more you say yes to your awakening, the more you also see that what is required is that you see everyone else not as their behaviors, not as their personalities, not as what you're projecting onto them, but at the deepest place of their soul, their innocence. They are one with God. And here's the gift and the challenge. If you keep seeing problems in the world, you will continue to see and experience them in yourself. It is the law of reciprocity. What you see is what you are. We know this over and over. We teach this. So as you allow your mind to be purified, and as you catch yourself, freeing yourself from judgment of others and yourself, oh my goodness, the opening, the love that you begin to feel, the connection. One of the greatest gifts that you feel along the spiritual path is a real connection, a real care for yourself and for other people. So we just said last week, this week, super important conversation. You'll want to grab the book immediately because this talks about the thread of desire. And never have I read a spiritual book that goes so into the heart of this gift and the challenge, because our desire has been so shamed, so guilted. We have been so conditioned to live in these boxes. And this is right, and this is wrong, and this is good, and this is bad, and this is horrible, and this is wonderful. The separating out and the judgment and the shaming of our desire is so enormous. It's cultural, it's religious, and it goes back thousands of years. And I think there's a beautiful opportunity. I really believe there's a profound spiritual awakening right now on the planet that you're a part of. We all have the opportunity to say yes to a whole new idea of who we are, what life is, what we're about, what God is about. We get to explore that if you're willing to look at all of these ways that we have been conditioned, and if you're willing to challenge them, bringing them to the light so that they can show you what's true and not for you. And in terms of the Eastern teaching that I also dive into around the chakra system. Chakras are the 7 light centers of the energetic spine. The first one being the root, the second one being the sacral chakra, or the sexual energy chakra. Its color is orange. It's right around the belly area, around the belly button. And it holds within it this phenomenal power. This phenomenal power to create, this phenomenal power to prosper, this phenomenal power to enjoy, to feel passion, to enjoy passion, to feel desire, to enjoy desire. And that is very threatening to the powers that be. To really live from your second chakra power, to really let yourself enjoy desire, enjoy passion, to feel the deliciousness of it guilt-free. To do that returns you to yourself so quickly. And you will look at establishment and you will say, that's not true for me. Just like Jesus did. Jesus looked at establishment and he said, that ain't true. That's not what is real. He saw that the religious systems and the government systems actually suppressed people, disempowered people, made them feel less than, because that's how they were controlled. Welcome to today. Welcome to today. But today there is this opportunity, this awakening that is calling us. But the call, especially in this area, it's more challenging than we realize, because we have denied desire, diminished desire, detoured it. We have boxed it up and said, okay, this is okay. And all of us, I would guess, in our early childhood, at some point, got some kind of a punishing, a shaming, a rolling of the eyes look at something that we wanted too much of. You know, even simply, I tell this story, I haven't told it in a long time, but I was 5 years old. It was my birthday. And I come from a large family, 5 kids, plus a foster brother. And so, you know, birthdays were celebrated. There was a cake, and there was definitely your day. But presents sometimes weren't a lot because there's a lot of kids. Well, it was my birthday. I'm in Kmart. Remember Kmart? With my mother. And I was just like, oh, I want that. I want that. I want that. I wanted everything. I just was so in my birthday joy, and the lid was taken off, and it made my mother upset. I remember her stopping me, and she said, if you say that one more time, we will leave this store. And you know those moments where you just go, oh, that's what happened. And I know that that moment was very profound. Those moments, although we can tell a story about them, a lot of decisions are made. A lot of choices are made in those kind of moments. Oh, this makes mom mad. Wanting is not okay. Keep it under control. Want a little bit, but not a lot. All of this is formed already into the system, the family energetic system you're born into. You're acquiring it, you're learning it, you're adding to it your experiences. We get to puberty and desire awakens gloriously within the body of its own nature, but then it becomes a whole other level of suppression and control. And many of us, at least I'll speak for myself, was told nothing. Told literally nothing. Nothing at all. Wasn't told to enjoy it, wasn't told what to do, wasn't told. I got little information from older siblings and word on the street. That was my training ground. But what was in the air in don't talk about it, what was in the air is don't share it, don't get in trouble, don't let it be too much. Oh my gosh, this glorious wiring is waking up, and we're supposed, that's like trying to, as the book says, trying to hold back 10,000 horses. But we didn't we? Best we could, not perfectly, but we controlled. And that ain't nothing. And what the message for today is, that is intimately connected to your relationship with God and with yourself. Because God is the phenomenal, explosive, big bang energy inside of all. God is activated and known when you just let desire have its home inside of us. Now, it doesn't mean the fear that comes up, and it talks about this in the book too, the fear will come up because we've been controlling so much for so long. The fear comes up, will I go mad? Will I just go crazy? Will I just consume and take and do all of that? And we must move through that fear, because the reality is, and what we're being taught is mastery. Mastery, as Gina read, is not control, but it's to master this energy, to enjoy this energy, and to realize much of what desires, much of what comes to mind, you won't make happen. Every desire is not meant to be made into your world. But when you begin to enjoy the experience of desiring more, what it does do, it lifts your energy. You begin to feel joy. You begin to feel healthier. And you begin to realize, I don't have to have these things, but boy, it's fun to daydream. Wow, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to feel alive, and that's what desire does. It has a section in this chapter where it talks about, if you really, it's pretty strong, but it says if you really looked out at the world and you really looked into the eyes of a lot of people, they're already just kind of dying. They have already given up dreaming. They've given up wanting. They've given up. Now the game becomes settling and getting through. Just can I get through with as little pain as possible? That's sort of like in the makeup. It's in my makeup, I'll admit it. I want to get through with as little pain as possible. But that makes my living experience pretty narrow, right? I'm not looking to increase the pain, but it is true. Like the more we increase the opening of desire, the more we open all of ourselves. But it's beautiful. And it does lead us to God. It leads you to yourself, and it leads you to acceptance of yourself. And this is where it becomes kind of a solo journey, because each one of us has got to look within and see, what is my conditioning? We have shared collective conditioning. We have rules and regulations around the expression of our sexual desire, around our creativity, around what we want to do and be. I'm sure every one of us probably in the room was told at some point, get a practical job. Yeah, that stuff is fun, but how will you make a living? All of those things. Box it in. We want to throw open all those boxes and discover who you are, because it's like your beautiful spirit. Imagine it like broken up into all these little boxes, disconnected. If you open all of them up, if you take them out of being so constrained and let that powerful light come together, this is where the aliveness is. This is where you can say, my God, my. And this is where each of us must go. It is a shared experience, but the way there is through the individual journey of exploring. The other place that this book speaks to, thank God it wasn't lit up, is around the idea of wealth, of wanting of things. That too, it points to. It says, what would, the book is, so it's got this sort of like fun, making fun of us energy to it, where it's like, to want wealth, so much wealth that you could buy the planet, I think is how it says it. What is wrong with wanting? What is wrong with that? And feel what's wrong with that. Feel the fear of that. That's where the healing is. To want for wealth. Every one of you, I'm certain, if you had unlimited wealth, you'd be doing some pretty amazing things out in the world. You could instantly think of something good that you would do. And perhaps if you took the lid off of that and let even that be considered, what would be possible? What would be possible? The most important thing around this idea, to me, is not whether you get wealth or don't get wealth, but the fear, the feeling, the judgment, the ceiling that you become aware of, even just in your wanting. That's the first gift of the healing of our desire. Wow, I got a lot of boxes and my ceilings are low in certain areas. The way to open that up, the way to bust the boxes and lift the ceiling is through practicing wanting, paying attention. It's kind of like that priming the pump. The water's there, the desire is there, but it might be buried deep and it probably hasn't been activated enough. So the way we do that, and you're invited to do that, is when you wake up. What do I want today? What would I want today to look like? Even that will begin making you look at, wow, my days are pretty robotic. It's always this, it's always that. I don't even think to want something new because it's just, I got to go to work. I got to make this happen. I have all these things to do. That's where the mind immediately reacts to. That's where the ego pops in. And automatically, with the simple question, what would I want today? We can experience the resistance. And it's not just the resistance, it's not the fear, it's a resistance to your spiritual power. This is the point. Someone can walk through their lifetime completely alive with nothing burdening them, nothing but maybe one pair of clothes, but they could be fully alive because their desire, their passion is unencumbered, and it doesn't have any shame wrapped around it, any guilt or fear wrapped around it. So I'm using symbols and things to point to, but we're always talking about the deeper revelation. Who would you be free? Wanting what you want, letting yourself imagine, letting yourself and noticing, oh God, that makes me feel so scared, that makes me feel ashamed, that makes me feel bad. That's the boulder that's in the way. That's the boulder in your way. And what that's pointing to is the old image of the external God that we were raised with, that punishes, that keeps score, and that has expectations upon you. That's not God. 1,000 times, that is not God. God is the life in you. God is the desire in you. God is the passion. God is the joy. God is the That's what we're looking for. And so we get there with a simple question. What do I want? What do I want? I'm working on a second addiction. Funny. That would be like a fifth addiction. I'm working on a second edition of my first book, and I completely forgot the point. of that. It'll come back or it won't. Not worry about that. Let's take a breath. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart. And within yourself, gently upon your lips, quietly, just say, desire, awaken in me. Breathe. Desire, awaken. Guide me home to God. Desire, guide me. Awaken in me. Breathe this in. And while you're in this connection, just take a moment. What do I want for today? What would I want for today? See what comes out of that question. I'll give you a few moments. What do I want for today to happen, to experience? Maybe a relationship comes to mind. Maybe getting something comes to mind. Maybe a nice big old nap comes to mind. What do I want today? What do I desire? And see if you can let it stretch you. See if you can let it open you up. Lowering your hands whenever you like. Whatever comes up within you, just say, yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you. Yes, please, and thank you. Another deep breath, opening your eyes. Now, the way that this works, especially in the beginning of opening the desire, is to release all expectations. We're not here to have a scorecard. We're not here to go, well, I wanted this and I didn't get that, therefore it doesn't work. That's not the way the game plays. The game plays by, let me just want for a while. Let me just keep letting that open up. And then you will see, oh my gosh, this appeared, I wanted that 2 weeks ago. I thought about it, it'll start, the dots will begin connecting. Much may pass by you. That's not the point. The point is to open up, to allow yourself to come alive, to feel the resistance, to breathe through the resistance, and keep on wanting. Keep on wanting. I have on my phone, how does it go? I simply decide on my what do you call that? The face screens, you have wallpaper. I simply decide. And so I lift up my phone, that's what I read. I simply decide to be happy right now. I simply decide to welcome an inflow of money right now. I simply decide. I love that. I simply decide. Because you have that much power. You have that much authority. You are created by the Creator to create. And all that God has was given to you. There was nothing withheld. So why are we eking out a little garden hose of creation when we've been given the ocean? You've been given the ocean. In the book, it's really sweet. If you choose to believe it, I do. Jeshua is talking, and he's telling stories of his life. And he says that when he was early, 9 years old, he began to realize that his inner world was different from what he was hearing and seeing. He was awake to the awakening of his own desires and thoughts and realizing and being able to experience the contrast. And he made this decision to follow the threads of his desires. He dared to listen within instead of be controlled without. And he says in the book, I did a lot of good things. A lot of amazing things happened by following the thread of desire. It will not lead you to destruction. It will lead you to contribution. It will lead you to where a touch of a hand, you're guided to have a conversation. You're daring enough to step forward into something. There's one part in the book, and I do want to find this and read it. Where did my notes go? Are my notes back there? I really want to read this one part. It's super important. Okay, well, maybe I'm not meant to. Yes, thank you. All right, this is fantastic. This is what we'll end this talk with. This is Jesus talking to us. Therefore, when next someone asks you, "Oh, who are you?" please do not give them a name. Do not say, "Well, I was born in a certain town, in a certain part of the planet." Don't tell them that you are a Democrat or a Republican or a communist or an atheist or a Catholic. Tell them, "Who am I? I am the extension of love and form. I have never been born and I will never taste death. I am infinite and eternal. I shine forth as a sunbeam to the sun. I am the effect of God's love, and I stand before you to love you." Anyone want to try that this week? I mean, that's, talk about an extreme gap that we're in. This is what we're being invited to consider. Who am I? I am the extension of love in form. We don't say that. We immediately move to diminishing, keeping it small, keeping it acceptable, what I do, where I live, how many, we keep it to the experiences of our lives versus speaking of the dynamic soul that you are. That's where this book is taking us. Now, I don't expect any of us, myself included, to step out into a world and begin saying this, but if you want to, I'll give you the page. Go for it. Let's meet next Sunday and see how you are. You'll be fabulous. But what I do love about Unity Spiritual Community is that we're creating a consciousness where this is at least being read, where we're at least considering, maybe I am that. This is what you are. You are the extension of love. You've never been born and you will never taste death, meaning you are the eternal life. You are infinite. You are the sunbeam to the sun. You are the effect of God's love. And you are here to be that with desire and passion and joy. Take a breath. Say yes. Say yes with passion. Yes. 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 Got to move our bodies. Move your body a little bit. All right. Let's do a little prayer here. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for this important message, for the opportunity to dare to cross the line and have conversations that open us up to a deeper revelation of the love, the power, the passion, the joy that we are and always have been. Holy Spirit, sweet brother Jesus, all that is good and holy, please, we invite you to bust open these boxes. Help us to be more courageous in loving ourselves, accepting ourselves, welcoming the expression and the thoughts and the images of desire, even if only for ourselves. Even if only for ourselves, to awaken to the love that we are. Guide us this week. Give us the willingness to simply ask, what do I want? What would I imagine? And let that be sufficient unto itself. Let this opening, this returning to this precious, glorious part of ourselves, let it be graceful, let it be powerful, let it be magnetic, and let it prove that as we say yes to coming alive in desire, the world begins to mirror. We do begin to prosper. Our relationships do become more awakened and enlivening and fulfilling. Our opportunities in the world grow. Life becomes a glorious, creative, colorful garden because we have awakened to the life that we are. Breathe this in. Again, just say yes. Yes, yes, yes. Grateful for this. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This week is blessed. It is paved with beautiful desire. So grateful for this. Grateful for this lesson. We let it be, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you. All right. Now is our opportunity to make a contribution to Unity Spiritual Community. Together we say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am thankful. And we are so thankful for your gifts. We truly are. As the ushers pass the basket, I invite Gina up to share some other ways that you can make a contribution.
Oh, not yet. Test? We okay? Okay. Yes, thank you so much. There are a few ways for you to give to Unity. The ushers, I think, have they already passed the basket? Yes, awesome. That is completed. We have an option to give through Venmo as well. You can simply scan the QR code or use our name, Unity-Lakeshore. We also have an option to give through text. Send the word give to 616-236-5205. Again, that is 616-236-5205. If it is your first time giving this way, you will receive a link with instructions. If you have given before through text, then you can simply text a dollar amount to this number. You can also give online through our website at unityonthelakeshore.org/donations. For those watching online, the link is in the chat. You can also mail in a check to Unity on the Lakeshore, P.O. Box 848, Douglas, Michigan 49406. And now we will have another song from Brian and the gang.
The gang. Brian and the gang. I think we got a band name there. Imagining you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about when you love. Hold her tight, so happy together. I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me. Ease my mind, imagine how the world would be. So very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. So me and you and me, how men and how they toss the dice. It has to be the only one for me was you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it has to be the only one for me was you, and you for me, so happy together. Ba 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 ba.
I don't know why he doesn't. That's what happened earlier.
All right. Couple announcements, and before we get into the normal announcements, I do want to share with you a couple of things. Julie Myers is not here today. Rebecca Riley, who is our primary child caregiver, sometimes on Sundays. Her mom, Rebecca, passed away this morning. It's also Julie Meyer's birthday today.
And it's also Nellie's birthday.
And it's
So
Nellie's
can we sing happy birthday to Nellie?
Yes, so both of them are celebrating today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Billy. Happy birthday to you. I hope you get some tonight. I hope you get some cake and ice cream. I hope you get some cake and ice cream tonight. Cake and ice cream.
All right, and then, let's see. Gotta get my thoughts together. If you are in need of support, there are a few ways to receive that. First is to email us at unitylakeshore@gmail.com. You can also phone the office at 269-534-7700. And there's always the Unity Silent Prayer Line that is 24/7 at 816-969-2000. Join us for the continued book study of The Way of Mastery on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. This is via Zoom. You can find the link on our website and Facebook page. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, please do so. This way you can share about all of the great things going on here and engage with others. You can find us at facebook.com/Unity Lakeshore. I know there are first-time guests today because I've met several of you this morning. Hello to you. It's Robert and Gerald, that's right. Welcome. Annabelle, welcome. Anyone else here for the first time?
I'm Brian, Steve Hunt.
Yay, welcome guys, and thank you so much. This is super exciting. The vibe here this morning is fabulous, and it's just really great to be here. Are there any other announcements from the community? Anyone have anything to share? I do want to mention quickly, welcome back, Diana. So great to have you be back and part of Unity. All right, yes. So good to have you back. And I know that your hearts have been with us this whole time as ours have been with you, John. I am so thankful to be here and to be with you all. But now we're going to close our service with our closing song at the end. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for service, Stephen. Thank you, everybody. Let's rise and sing our closing song together. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. I'll never forget that. And we all are weak. For so long we were like, where is that coming from?
I was just thrilled to hear that you heard it too. I was worried it was just me.
Together we say, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and
Yay. Thanks, Todd.
You're welcome.